like, this is what I'll do, right?
We're
I'll
on.
be like, okay. I'll be like, real quick, I'll finish this up. I'll be like, hey, I'm going in 30 minutes. I'm showering. I'm putting on clothes and I'm going out. I'm going to the movies, right?
Right.
So I'll pop open Hinge. And I'll just, because knowing I don't have that much time anyway.
Yeah.
We do like 10 mins, throw a couple feelers out. It's very strategic. But like if I'm like, it's Sunday morning and I have the expanse of it, I don't know, like I won't go to it because I know there's nothing like stopping me.
Yeah. My issue is I'm just like addicted to it where like I don't even like, I'm not going on any of these dates.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
You know what I mean? So it's just like a waste of time. Like I'm not going on any of these dates. And when I match with someone, I'm like, not really, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I'm swiping, I'm like, oh, this girl's cute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then once she matches with me, I'm like, but do I really want to go on a date with this person, you know?
That's what happens to me all the time.
And like, I'll even wake up and it's like maybe one of my first thoughts. I'll be like, I wonder if anyone went on at like midnight and swiped on me.
Yeah, that's no good.
It's very
no
bad.
good.
I almost think that the only way I can cut it out is just eliminate it all.
You think eliminate entirely? I've done that. I've gotten there before. I just delete all of it, and I go, "This is
it's
just
too easy to get back, though."
Yeah, I mean, I like at this point. I've had a couple of nice conversations. I'm also having a lot of fun with like. It's been a nice
the laundry room.
Yeah, the laundry room lady.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her. It's been a nice exercise in like keeping it real. I'm not putting on any facade with these ladies. I'm telling it like it is. This is. I don't know if this is. By the way, this is new.
6 p.m. the courthouse. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
Is that because I'm a lawyer?
No.
Yeah. No, because I'm like, I'll just be like, what's like I've enjoyed. I'm almost enjoying how many women I'm ruling out.
Yeah.
On apps. By just being who I am. I say very dumb shit. I make a lot of jokes you shouldn't make. My profile right now, it says people are really confused. I say, I'm looking for someone who can keep up. If you're too slow, I'll leave you behind. That's what I'm. Right? Then I go, yeah. I only don't text me unless you are love witty banter and like if and only if like what you're gonna say is witty. You know, like I'm very like ridiculous and mean in the prompts, and I'm getting like weird responses.
Maybe that's good. They might like that.
It's been interesting. You know,
God, I need to rethink my prompts now.
Yeah,
now that
like
I hear Hardy's
I go,
prompts.
Listen to the last one.
Hardy's destroying the prompts on Hinge.
I go.
Do you do Tinder? Where like you're like Tinder has no prompts. I'm not going to go on Tinder.
My Tinder is Harlem Night Owl. Always doing something creative. You can find me at the movies.
Which also is kind of misleading too.
Yeah. Right?
It's like is watching a movie creative, not really like if you think
about
it, it's not really creative.
Yeah.
I saw a girl on Hinge today that I was like, this girl's perfect for Hardy.
I love when you tell me
she was in meditative poses, and she's like, I only deal in the now. I meditate, you know, Zen, all this. Yep. She was doing like yoga poses and like she was your type also, like physically too.
Oh yeah.
You would have lost your mind.
I told you about this one chick I matched with that's like stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning. I try to feel out.
She lives in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Who knows if she'll ever be in the U.S.
That happened to me too, is I found a lady that lives in like Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, cold open.
Cold open.
Just went right.
You have to, dude. These podcasts that have announcements in the beginning, we have nothing to announce.
Yeah.
All we got is the cold open.
Yeah.
I got some gifts for you.
Yeah.
You ready? You think that's cool? A cool segment?
I think this is
gifts from the road.
I think this is a great segment. Miller's back from the road, so we're gonna do a gifts from the road segment.
Gifts from the road.
Yeah.
Don't look down here. Don't look down.
Okay, I'm gonna look away.
Here's the first gift.
Yeah.
Well, now you can look. Just don't. There's multiple gifts.
Oh, this is killer.
Miami Vice style. Venice Beach.
This is going right on the right on the desk, bro. Are you kidding me, dude? This is, Venice
Not
Beach.
bad, right?
Yeah, with the little surfer guy.
Oh yeah. It's like really hacky, but also kind of cool.
This is nice. This is not hacky. I love these types of colors, dude.
I know, but like in the grand scheme, like coffee, like
just like if I'm drinking it.
Yes, like it's a hacky coffee mug.
I think it's even better though if you're like, what if you're like in Venice Beach and you use this mug?
Right, we'll be there.
They're like, you guys need to take it easy.
Yeah.
Like this is like having a mug in New York that's like, I love New York.
Yeah.
This is killer though. Man, did you get?
I got the same. I got coffee mugs and magnets.
Yeah.
And postcards pretty much every location, every chance I could get.
Yeah.
Look at my refrigerator. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, you got the Los Angeles, Austin.
I got the magnet hanging up the postcard.
Which one? Oh, the mic?
Each of them. The mic and the Austin, I got in Austin. The Los Angeles and Los Angeles. The Shenandoah.
Right.
Like each one's holding up
the LA
postcard.
license plate. That's a sweet piece.
Pretty good, huh?
That's a sweet piece. And Miller's just got a surf dock going on the projector.
I know, is that distracting?
No,
should we turn it off?
It's top notch.
Here's the second one.
These are so legendary. Oh, this one's got a message.
Yeah, of course. I like hand delivering a postcard. How weird is that? Should I put a stamp on it just so it makes it official, even though I hand delivered it?
Hand delivering a postcard is so extra. All right, so peeps can see you got the nice Hollywood. This is just killer, dude. And you got, should I read it?
You can do whatever. You can read it or you know.
Yes. It was
Actually,
is that ruling it?
Running it.
Running it. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I think running it. Or maybe ruling it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forget.
yeah. First of all, it goes Hardy, exclamation point. This is a manifestation. And then there's a little parentheses spelling. Because you're not totally positive about
how I spelled manifestation.
I love that. I do that too. I put a little SP if I'm not positive on the spelling.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice
That's the tough thing about postcards is that there's no spell check. It really tests you to see if you're actually like...
Yeah, and what I love is you want me to know that you know that there might be off on the spelling.
I'm not the idiot. I'm well aware of my shortcomings of spelling of manifestation.
Like, some people might just like leave it out there and be like, whatever, he won't notice. You and I are guys, and I do this. I do it in my notes in my own book that I know no one will ever read. I go, spell SP. Listen, everyone, this might not be.
Listen, future Hardy.
Yeah.
I know this is misspelled.
Man, let's see. I think you actually did it right. Manifestation. Yeah. Manifestation. We will rule Hollywood one day. Yes. On the Hollywood postcard. I mean, come on. This is top notch. This is one of my favorite moments of the year. Don't show this to anyone. Because it will sound really douchey in 15 years when we are running it. Yes. Or ruling it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of douchey? You know, like if in 15 years we are actually like in the Hollywood scene and doing well,
which will happen.
It would sound really douchey to be on like Kimmel or something like that, or Rogan. Like Oprah, and it's like Tobin
when we are
manifested this that we were going to rule Hollywood.
Wait, first of all, that's kind of legendary though, because like you've seen people do that, like Jim Carrey, like certain people will do that.
Yeah.
So this is actually money. Like this is something I can keep around. I can be like, listen, Oprah, look at this. Okay, I knew this, and my buddy knew this.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, wow, like this guy's unbelievable. What might be more douchey, I was wondering, which I thought you might say, which is in the vein of the podcast, is if we're just still here.
Yeah.
And we have this like postcard.
Well, like it'll eventually happen. Eventually.
You go, don't show this to anyone because it sounds really douchey in 15 years when we're right here.
When we're not anywhere.
Hey, look at this postcard.
Yeah, we're going to make it.
No, dude, this is, come on. The law of attraction, people. This, by the way, for me, lately, meditating, this is a manifestation for me.
Yeah.
I manifested you writing this. In the my world, Hollywood sign. This is legendary.
Oh, boy.
With the Venice Beach, dude, I'm fucking pumped up.
I got postcards every single location. I got 7. I would send one to my mom and dad.
Did you?
I would send one.
Did you send it, though?
Yeah. So listen. 3 of my brothers and sisters have kids.
Yeah.
So I sent it to the kids.
Oh, that's
so I sent it to
move.
JP's kids.
Yeah.
I said like Bo,
Right.
Bo and Campbell. And then I sent it to
Kids love postcards.
the kids. And then I sent one to my brother. And then I always picked one person. I kept one, and then for the 7th, I sent it to some random. Like I sent it to Drayton. I sent one to Sealy. You know.
Wait, are those your
Buddies.
Yeah.
But
shout outs.
it's funny, like I got the postcards and then I didn't write them at the time. And they started piling up. So I was dreading writing these postcards. And I didn't know whether to write them as if I'm there, like in the place, or whether I should tell them
that you've now since departed.
Right. Now I'm in LA, but it's like some other previous postcard. So it was really and
did you ever
two of the post and then
God, that's funny.
2 of the postcards, 2 versions, the LA one and the Big Bend one.
It's left Big Bend.
I didn't even write them until I got home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even crazier.
So they're going to see like a New York stamp, the post office stamps it to say. So not only are they going to see that, but also like they already heard everything
from your trip.
From my trip because I was talking to them and stuff. So
I would probably let them know in the writing.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, I'm back in New York, but I got this postcard for you when I was in Big Ben or something like that.
Yeah. I started like the first postcards I wrote were like detail, very small font. And I got so fed up with writing these things that they started to be like,
like thank
just
you
I
notes.
love you.
Yeah, that's like thank you notes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where you're like, you just get fed up.
Yeah.
You're like, thank you for send. Yeah.
In big font, like Uncle Greg. Just really big, like crazy font.
Uncle Greg.
Yeah.
Thank you. Daybed.
But and then I got your next gift.
Oh, no.
Are we done with the postcards?
Well, I do have one question though.
Yeah.
So did you ever write them like it went in the place you were, or like pretend like you were in the place when you wrote it? Because that's really funny to be like in New York and be like sitting here in the crisp air of, It
was never like that. It was more like either this is my last day here or I've just left. Like when I wrote the Big Bend ones, I was like, I just camped in Big Bend. It was beautiful. I woke up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
To hearing coyotes howl and javelinas walking by by my campsite.
By the way, receiving a postcard like that, all time.
Receiving postcards is the most underrated.
All time. Because you're there now. Like, they get this thing and they're reading it and they're like there with you with the coyotes.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, this is unbelievable.
And these days, there's no handwritten mail really anymore.
I know. It's a shame.
The only mail that you get in your is like bills.
Yep.
So it's always a hat. Like, no one's enjoying going to the mail and seeing what they get in the mail anymore.
Yeah.
This, they're like, whoa.
That's right.
Throwing it on the fridge, hopefully, you know. Most people throw it on the fridge for a year. It'll just be up there until they get a new postcard. But what was I going to say?
Yeah, and they're tangible, which is nice. That's what I like. I like that they're, I don't know, like I feel like I'm more there than if like I don't know. You were just like I just talked to you. Because it's like from a moment in time. Like you had to get this somewhere.
The cool thing about sending it to my nephews too is that like I imagine my brothers and sisters reading them to these kids, you know? Yeah. So I put like a little Easter egg in there. Like when I was in Austin, I went to a nude beach.
Right.
So in the postcard, I was like, "Hey Charlie, like I'm in Austin right now. I just I did comedy. I saw a live concert, and then I went to a beach where there was where people didn't have to wear clothes to see if they would be like, oh, I want to go to one of those, and like ask their parents to go to like a nude beach."
That's great. Did they bring that up?
Yeah, I talked to my brother, and he was like, "What's that? What do you mean no clothes?"
Legendary.
But yeah, the postcard game, man. I even walked by. I was walking by today, and I saw someplace that had New York postcards. And even though I live here, I was like, maybe I get some New York postcards.
You got to go postcard. I've got up near my desk. I've got like 3 or 4. I've got some from Thailand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you buy them for yourself, or you sent them too, or kind of?
I bought them. I bought them for myself.
Yeah.
I got one in a temple that I was obsessed with. It was like a gorgeous shot of like looking into the temple.
Oh yeah, I think you told me where they didn't allow photographers in there, so that was the only way you could get like a picture.
Yep. And I even put them. I do this thing. I'll put them in a
little frame. Wow.
And it'll look just just like a little like you got a money shot.
Yeah.
So I'll put them in a frame. I got one of where this elephant sanctuary I went to. I got a postcard there, and it's like a gorgeous shot of the place. These taxis. Yeah, I'm obsessed.
It's funny, like getting postcards are supposed to be for sending and stuff like that. But when you're getting them, you're like, I want one though.
Yeah.
I want a postcard. I'm not just going to get them for everyone else.
I agree. Well, they're very artsy.
Yeah.
Which I like. Like I got that giant wall collage. I'm telling you right now, this is going on.
Oh yeah. When I got it, I was like, Artie's got to put this up.
Yeah, dude. Like this is like, and that's what's sick because it's like, it's from recent, so it's like a nice memory, a nice recent memory.
Yeah,
yeah. You got to get into we talked about this the other day. The pin people are odd, but postcard, that's money.
Right. The pin.
Yeah. The kind of pin weird.
Yeah.
You're like, I got you a pin.
Yeah. That's all for the gifts for today.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been. Oh my god.
Can you imagine? No, I got this other one. I got 2 more.
Dude,
they get worse and worse.
That's good. Don't go by the.
I got you a sticker because you got me a sticker, so I'm like, I gotta get it. So this one's Shenandoah National Park.
This is sweet with the bear.
Yeah, the place where I camped out in the rain in the thunderstorm.
This is nice because this I'll pop on the. I'm a sticker guy.
Wasted on your shirt, that guy. Who just disregards the sticker and puts it on something like where he's like going to throw it away.
Yeah, and then like it doesn't stay when you do that.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. And this is a nice. Where was this again? Tell me where this was again.
Virginia.
I got to know things like that,
Yeah. Shenandoah National Park.
People say things like that. Like my dad or someone that knew him, they'll go, "Well, Matt, where is Shenandoah?" And I'm like, I got to know that.
I was in I
don't fucking Virginia. You said
I inherited, Virginia, okay. Shenandoah National Park, Virginia. I was in I wore like a golf shirt one time to, like work.
Yeah,
and it said Bethpage Black on it. It had some it was like a nice like course or whatever.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I walked into the partner's office, and the partner's like, "Oh, I think it was Shinnecock."
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know. I was like, huh? He's like, your shirt, Shinnecock. I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, great course, right? I'm like, yeah, great course. I've never played it. I was like, yeah, great course. Great. I love, dude.
Did you go over?
I was like,
you were like, yeah,
par 3? Ooh, great par 3 on that course.
Right. Instead of just telling the guy.
Yeah, instead of just being like, someone gave it to me. I've never played that course.
I don't play that fucking course.
Yeah, I don't play golf. I'm just wearing it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I noticed because like sometimes I don't act like my brain. Like, so, you know how crazy I am is like I was coming down here and I was like, I don't think Miller's still You're not working still, right?
Right. I'm on leave of absence.
Yeah. So even like that, like didn't totally click. And then I was like, I'm like, yeah, he's still not. So sometimes like my brain, it's just like doesn't.
Still running around.
Yeah.
I went on a great walk today. I went I've been walking at lunch.
Nice.
I wake up, I write, I do all like some, I write for an hour, all that stuff. Because I know that if I don't, there's comedy, right? I do comedy writing for an hour.
That's great.
Like jokes and stuff. Because I know that if I don't do it right away, I'm not going to get around to it.
Yep. It's very smart.
I need to do it
the
first.
hardest thing of the day.
Yeah.
Right.
But I've been going on these walks where I'm trying to explore like kind of down here. So I'll go like 11th Street and 10th Street. I'll walk down 11th Street for like 5 blocks and then turn around just because I want to see what's going on. There's a lot of times when I walk and I don't realize what stores are going on.
Yeah, I love this.
And I walked into this this sunglass store.
Yeah.
And there are these 2 old guys and this like young lady that they all worked there and no one was in there. Like, I don't know how they had 3 employees at this place. Like no one was walking in there.
Yeah, there was no one.
And I walk in and the guy goes, "These sunglasses are perfect for you." And I didn't even turn around because I was like, there's no way he's saying that to me. and then like no one responded. Yeah. So after like 5 seconds, I turned. I was like, "Are you talking to me?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's holding these glasses, and they weren't like.
You didn't get them, did you?
No, but I put them on, and I was like,
"What'd they look like?"
I look at them, I go, "How do you know? You didn't even see my face." I was like giving him shit and stuff. But we talked for like a good 20 minutes. He was telling me about how they go to auctions to get these sunglasses. Yeah. Like it was a bunch of random sunglasses. It wasn't like
because usually those guys are pretty intense. In the sunglass store. They're really trying to sell you.
Yeah. And I like had sunglasses on. He's like, "Could I see that? Could I see those? Those are nice." And I give him my sunglasses. Like, "Where do you get these?" So I was like, just someplace in Brooklyn. He's like, "These are nice. I like the gold frame." And they were talking about features of, like if I say good sunglasses, I'm like, good sunglasses. Yeah. Just as a whole. They were talking about like, the curvature on this little edge is nice. And I'm like, dude, these guys are intense.
Yeah, and then you just hung out in there.
Hung out for like 20 minutes and like talked to him.
Yeah, see, you would have never left your place and gone, "All right, I'm going to go talk to this weirdo at the sunglass store."
Yeah. Or just like let it happen, let it happen. I would never peek in. I would just be booking it by instead of soaking up the neighborhood,
Ooh, that's a great way to put it. Soaking up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to talk to the locals.
Yeah, dude. That's the best.
Yeah. All right. So the last gift.
The sunglass hut. Yeah.
You ready for the last gift?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Here.
Wow. This is like a real deal gift.
So this one, here's the story behind this one.
Is this the stone?
Stone paper, yeah.
So this is a game changer, by the way.
This was like the throwaway gift, and Hardy's like, "Dude, stone paper."
We're essentially doing a Christmas segment on the pod.
Yeah, I should have saved all this.
No, this is fantastic. You don't see enough Christmas segments on pods where you watch people get gifts.
This is a lesson on how to take and give gifts.
That's what I'm saying. There's good pace. You're telling me about the gift. I'm receiving. I'm taking it in.
Right.
Wow. Okay, this is nice.
Yeah.
Stone paper. And I know you know about stone paper because you initially asked me.
Got it from you.
Right. The craft.
Oh no, I got one up there, I think.
Yeah, it was called
it's the gray one on the second show.
Detroit, I think.
Shenandoah. You're just throwing
It's like Shenandoah. I'm getting real mixed up. So this one's different though.
That's a good call, dude. It's kind of maybe when Christmas time I'm gonna layer a story in.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
I think and
I like how you're also going, wait, you get the gift and you go, wait, don't look yet. Here's what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Let me feed it to you a little bit.
Right.
Right? Now this last one, that's nice because now I'm like, and because you initially saw me with the stone paper.
Right. I got stone paper from you.
Yeah.
And
so nice.
I go out of my I've given stone paper to people and they love it. And
I even when I was on the road in Chattanooga. Nice.
The
when you were out on the road.
The hostess of this like gentleman's club that I was doing a show at.
Oh,
she was like really
yeah.
She was really attractive.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, do you mind if I like borrow a pen? I need to like write because I like didn't have a pen and I needed to write my set list. And I was like, by the way,
did you have stone paper?
I go, do you know about stone paper?
You did not.
It was like one of these. These are stone paper. It's
Those
like little mini
small
notebooks.
ones?
Yeah.
Wow.
You get a little. So I go, do you know about stone paper?
Right. So
and she's like, what? And I go, here, write on this. And part of me.
Look how glossy and crisp.
I know. And she wrote, she's like, you don't even need a nice pen.
Yeah. See, that's like,
Like she was surprised by it.
Yeah.
And I almost, if in retrospect, I should have been like, now why don't you throw your number on there?
Oh,
wouldn't that be kind of smooth but greasy too? Like it's like kind of skeezy.
It's a touch, but it's smooth enough.
On the stone paper too. She's like, I want to write more on it.
That's what I feel like. I feel like when you write on these things, you almost go, you know what? I might write a novel right now.
Yeah.
This feels like the beginning of a novel. That's how good the paper and the look of your pen looks.
Yep.
I mean, come on. Like, you get the little ink. You don't even get too much of a bleed. It's crisp, dude. Crisp.
Water resistant, too, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I think if you spill some water on it, it doesn't mess up.
I remember telling you.
Yeah, the weight.
I like the the weight on this
It's an event. It's like.
Yeah.
It's an item that you're carrying around.
Yeah. Like, if you bump into this, you go, that's Miller's comedy notebook.
Yeah.
Leave it. You know, it's heavy. It's yours. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got this sweet design.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
So here's the story behind that.
Look at this. Boom.
Boom. Some bookmarks.
I already got somewhere to keep everything. Because I think these ones, I'm right. Oh, shit. They give you a little pocket in the back.
Right.
Look at that.
Is that part made of stone paper or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at this is now I'm showing people how to receive a gift. If you can demonstrate to the gifter
the utility
that you know how to work with this, now they know that you mean business.
Yeah.
The utility.
A little tip of gift receiving, take it for a spin right in front of them.
Oh, that's what it is. Take it for a spin.
But sometimes you have to practice it well because some people can see right through the spin. Right? Haven't you given a gift where someone will be like, "Oh, I love these," and then they'll play around with it and you can see in their eyes they're not enjoying it?
Yeah. It's such a hollow. You can see right through it. They don't know how to use it right. Do not take it for a spin if you can't actually pull it off.
Unless you're 100% certain
that
you can pull off the spin.
That's right.
Then
Like, no, you got to know features. I know this has got good weight.
Yeah.
I know the front and back, they hold up.
Yeah.
I know about the pocket. I know about the texture, material. Right? I'm good with a spin. Don't spin if as soon as you break it up, someone's going to go, oh, I fucked this up.
Yeah.
They hate it. They don't know what it is.
Oh, it's one of the, it's maybe a different model or something like that.
Oh, and people do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I have last year.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm so used. This is what I like sometimes. Oh, my mom's gonna kill me. Sometimes I think this happens to my mom. Sometimes she goes, oh, well, I'm so used to the other one.
Yeah.
You know, like, and she's like used to. But actually, I guess actually with her sometimes maybe it's actually that like there's a different version of the thing that they fall in love with. So the newer version, they test spin it.
Right.
And they're kind of off.
Yeah, sometimes you get that where you
know?
get the upgrade version, like, but I like the old, I know the old one. Right. Why am I trying to ruin it? And you're like, well, but this one.
Listen, people, just let it in. Be open to the new updated version. You know?
What do you do with receipts? Will you like You know, sometimes they'll give a receipt.
You put them in there?
Just like sometimes I'll get a gift and I'll be like, "There's a receipt in there too if you don't like it."
That's what my parents they'll put it in the bottom. They'll go, the receipt's in there. Now they usually won't do it if it's like a killer gift,
right? Because they don't want to know how you didn't know how much.
And I think they're so confident. They're like, "You're not returning this."
Yeah.
But if it's
Can you imagine saying there's no receipt there? Verbally saying it. And on this one, there ain't no receipt.
By the way, I threw the receipt out on that one. So, but on the, if it's a pair of pants,
right,
or a sweater, you're going, look, it's in there. Yeah. I don't really know what.
I don't know if you'll wear this.
I don't know what you're wearing, dude.
Yeah.
Right. But
so this thing I got, I bought 2 of these for the road trip. Right.
Okay. So yeah.
And so I was journaling.
Yeah.
But the journaling started to get so like heavy
because you think of the quality of the paper.
Yeah, there was a point where I was journaling and my hand was getting like cramps.
Yeah, yeah.
So I couldn't journal on.
Yeah. That's a sweet feeling.
So I decided to pull out my phone and do like an audio recording.
Fascinating.
And then
Did you like that?
I liked it so much more
really?
that I decided to stop
right
doing the handwritten altogether.
Fascinating. There's a lot of people who like doing that.
The reason I like it, this is more enjoyable.
Right.
But you're not grabbing tangents when you're writing because you can't write fast enough. When you're speaking, you can go on tangents and finish up. It's 10 times more volume of stuff that you get out when you're dictating it. So I ended up stopping.
Because that's fascinating, because what I always liked about writing was that it slowed me down.
I know, yeah.
But now I'm realizing, there is also a disadvantage to that, which is, yes, you're slowing down. So you're like thinking maybe a little more slower and like patiently. But tangent land, you're going over here, is way better probably.
You're going, today
it limits tangents.
To the,
That's actually why I like it and really think about it, is it actually cuts out so you get just a clearer one thought.
Yeah.
But that's so interesting because when you dictate, you can. I actually do that. Like if I'll talk to myself. I actually do this a lot with bits. I'll just talk it out.
Of course.
You know who dictates writing a lot? You're kind of like one of these guys, newspaper guys, journalist guys.
Yeah.
I feel like they're dictators.
Did you used to have one of those?
Yeah, I got one.
Did you used to have one of those like mini,
Sony.
like long, skinny little?
Yup.
January 5th, 2016.
yeah. It was how I did sets, and just periodically I record shit. Because my technology is so insane. I didn't have a regular phone.
I know.
People were like, "What do you do?" I got it at Best Buy for like $200.
Yeah.
I still have. Here's the thing though. I just found that like I wouldn't listen back very often.
Yeah.
So now I'm video is like, that's what I'll watch back. It's like video sets,
Yeah.
So you went on, so you started
I started going full audio.
Yeah.
Like I was at the pool at the Luxor and I was just like, I was all lathered up with sunscreen shades on, just a bathing suit. In the loser section, dude. Listen about this Luxor, dude. So at these hotels in Vegas,
dictating. Cereal is not something you want to eat too late in the day.
Dude, you have to listen to this.
Yeah.
So at the Luxor, you can reserve certain levels of like pool section. There's like cabanas.
Right.
So you get the cabana, then you get the daybed. And the daybed is like a circular bed. But it's not a cabana, which has a couch, TV, all that stuff.
Ooh, daybed sounds nice.
Then there's single chairs, right? Single long chairs. And then there's like double long chairs if you're going with like a significant other.
Right.
And so you reserve all these things around the pool, right?
Right.
And then there's a section over kind of like away from the pool.
Yeah.
It's just you can go and sit down if you don't want to pay for these things. So like just a chair by the pool is like $50.
Okay.
And then there's a
chair.
Just a chair. And then there's a bunch of loser chairs, which are like worse. They're like crappy. It's like that are away from the pool. They're at the second pool, but the second pool's closed. It's roped off.
Oh.
I didn't want to spend money, so I had to hike over like deep, like
Really?
100 yards through all these loser chairs to like the very end
Of this other place.
of the other pool.
Right.
And I was dictating to myself kind of in the corner.
You went and sat over there.
Yeah, because that's all I could sit
I thought it
at.
was roped off.
The pool itself is roped off, but the places to sit are not. So I'm sitting in front of a pool that has rope in front of it to prevent me from going in the pool. I should have taken a picture of that fucking scene. It was insanity.
Well, now I understand the loser location. The pool you're tanning in front of, you can't go in.
We're all sitting around a pool that we can't go in. We have to hike over to the other pool, which is open.
To dip.
Yeah, to dip. And also
It's like literal class warfare.
and I'm by myself. So when I want to go dip, I got to lug all my stuff to the pool and put it by the edge of the pool because I don't want anyone to steal it.
Because you don't want to leave it over there. Could you see it though? Did you have a
No, it's that far away.
Oh my!
It's that far away. You couldn't keep watch.
Oh, that's frustrating. That's like kind of like that's not very enjoyable because then you gotta like keep going.
I was thinking about getting a daybed and just like kind of bossing out on the daybed,
I probably
but I was like,
I don't. Yeah, I probably would have pulled the trigger on like. But did you?
Because then I realized that like the daybed is also kind of like a loser move at the casino hotel.
Yeah.
Because it's all tourists and it's all people. It's kind of flashing a little money, you know.
At those types of things.
Yeah, I got a daybed. I'm by myself.
Yeah, you're just like kind of not
like,
really
what's the
doing
point?
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I'm going to be out there.
Was it very packed?
Not really.
Okay.
I messaged someone and I messaged a girl that I was possibly going to hang out with.
Oh, in Vegas?
In Vegas.
Wow.
And
whoa, we got to back this
I was like,
up.
Well, it's a stupid Hinge thing. It was like a,
okay, but that's fine. So you hinged out in Vegas.
Yeah,
you
I hinged out in Vegas.
Nice.
I did
reset.
the
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't end up meeting up with anyone in Vegas.
Okay.
But I was like matching. I was planning out, but I wasn't feeling well, right? Because I was like coming down with COVID.
Right.
So most of the time, I was like, most of these girls, I was going to hang out with them.
Yeah.
But then I ended up messaging. It was like, I'm not feeling too well. Maybe we do it in a couple of days. Because I was hoping that I'd kick it. I didn't know that it was COVID at that point.
Yeah, you don't want to get
it was just a cold, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice way, though, I'm sorry, to get into a spot, a new zone, to reset your Hinge a touch. Or whatever. You're doing aperture. It's not crazy. And then just swipe a little bit, get to know the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was this one girl that we were planning on grabbing like a beer at a brewery like down the road, off strip. They call it off strip, so it's not touristy, right? But I was trying, like, I had this pool in my head, and I was like, it'd be kind of cool to like go to the pool with this, you know?
Yeah.
So I messaged her. I was like, "Hey, is the Luxor pool lame?"
Oh.
And she goes, "Yeah, and it's October." So to the locals, it's cold, you know? But to me, I'm like, boom, 70, 75, I'm pulling it.
It's the Luxor pool lame. What a line. And then she goes, yes.
And this was before I even showed up this was before I even get to Vegas. I did it in advance.
Yeah, okay. You're trying to feel it out.
Because you can't start doing Hinge and be like day of, hey, you want to hang out a couple hours?
Yeah,
it looks a little needy.
Yeah.
You want to do it. You want to match in a week in advance. Let it marinate in the hopper for 3 days. Then be like, wait, is this guy going to message me or not? And then you go, hey, Luxor pool Saturday. It's going to be 75 and overcast.
If anyone out there is confused about how to do Hinge, that's how you do it. Okay. And then you finish up with the Luxor pool lame? What I love is how you're like, you're sort of wondering if it's lame.
Yeah.
You're putting it in her court.
Yeah.
You know? But also like that's a fun I love shit like that. I feel like women like that's kind of a fun message to get.
Because I don't want to do something lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I don't want to spur on, hey, meet me at the Luxor pool. I got a daybed for $225. That we're gonna cozy up on. You know what I mean? It's like it's just sleazy. It's like not a move. It's like so anti. It's so Vegas. It is so Vegas, but so not a cool move.
Yeah, and also so like what I think most guys are doing. That's what's so weird about these. I'm sorry, like I agree with you, but that's not how. I think a lot of women actually just like a guy who goes, "Meet me at the Luxor, got a daybed," and she's like, "Whoa, this guy is like, you know."
Yeah, I think that's something that I need to be a little more assertive.
This is what a lot of women say about men is assertiveness.
Yeah,
but,
you gotta be alpha.
Yeah,
daybed.
You go, we're cozying up. See, the problem is, I think she's going to see
lotion.
Through. She's going to see through your assertiveness.
And some emojis.
Yeah. We're cozying up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
You get so like aggressive. You're
yeah.
like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want you to even respond to this. I'll be there. You better show up.
Listen,
I don't want to look like a loser. I don't want to look like a loser lying there solo at the daybed with 2 margaritas. Like I got someone coming.
Fellas, if you're not that kind of guy, I would not attempt.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't.
That's right. You gotta
be honest.
That's right. You gotta be who you are, you know? And that's why you just I'm pretty wonky and I just say kind of stuff that comes to my head.
Yeah.
You know, and I would probably be like, "Hey, just touched down at the Luxor."
By the way, Luxor
do people talk like that here? And then I send that out as well. Do people talk like that here? Whatevs. Send that to upside down emoji. Because I'm being wonky, you know?
Right.
And then I'm like, "Hey, by the way, love that pic," or love your hat in that one pic, or you photograph really not, you know? I always send if I think she's really cute, I'll just send a compliment.
Will you bombard with 4 different kind of threads so that they can pick a thread that they want to go on?
I didn't realize I was doing that,
really good.
But that's what I do. I give many different threads, yeah. Right away. 4, 5.
Baby.
Yeah. 6 sometimes. You could pick up, and the other day I go
This is genius. This is really genius. Throw a few lures out so that they can choose which one to nibble on.
Yeah, and then I do this. If I think it might have gotten...
I love the female audience going, "No, that's so lame." Can you imagine if like our female audience is like, "What are they talking? That's not cool at all."
Don't do that. Right. Call in. Email if this is not the move. But this is one thing. If I feel like I might have gone overboard, like I sent too many, I'll leave it. I'll call it out. I'll go. Okay, I swear I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, like
what if you said
like tongue out, like I swear I'm done. And the other day, this girl was like, I was like, "Oops, you're not my therapist, so I'm done." You know?
Yeah. What if you even were self-aware and message? There's a few threads there that you can nibble on if you can choose which one to continue.
Well, that's brilliant. I gotta start using that without question.
That needs better phrasing, but something along those lines where you can choose which one you want to comment on.
I love that. I'm gonna go pick and choose any of those you want to address. Because you know what girls do sometimes? They'll answer me and they won't answer something and then like a little bit later down, let's say don't answer back or something, and they'll go also and yes to answer your earlier question, right? I am studying to X or Y, you know?
I wish my iPhone wasn't recording right now. I would do it right now.
Yeah, well...
Do live. But another thing, I talked to my brother, and my brother was like, he's like, "Why don't you go to a different pool than someone else, like a different hotel pool? Because the Luxor is lame." And I'm like, well, for Luxor, you needed a room card to get in.
Right.
That's what they said. I don't know. You could probably get into whatever.
I also like repping the hotel you're at.
Yeah.
Is that a move? I kind of like being like, this is my, I'm going to do the pool at the Luxor.
Vegas, I'm really upset that I got COVID in Vegas because Vegas is such a like you could have a lot of fun.
Dude, my buddy
in Vegas,
he's sober, and he was saying how Vegas was one of his favorite places to go.
Oh boy,
isn't that wild?
It's so yeah,
we should go and do like.
I met a comedian that lives in Vegas.
You did?
Yeah. He could probably hook us up,
dude.
I met him in San Diego, Austin.
Dude,
he's actually in the World Series of Poker. Shout out Lieberman.
Oh, hells yeah.
Dude, he's you would love him, dude. He's wild.
This sounds, because, dude, they say, like, because a lot of the reason why is because of the amenities. So, like, you get the world-class shows, world-class buffets and food. They clean your rooms. And he's saying everything, and I'm like, as a sober guy, he's like, these are all everything I want.
Just walking around was fun.
Yeah.
Walking around, people watching, lights everywhere.
Yep. Gambling.
Theatrics. Everyone's having fun because they're all there on vacation.
Yeah. It's such
Everyone's there on vacation. But what was I going to say? Luxor. Damn.
The guy. You met a guy who we could do a show. We should go to Vegas.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. What were you saying about the...
He's sober, but like it's still for that
amenities.
Oh yeah, but world-class buffets, world-class.
Terry Bradshaw is doing stand-up comedy. Did you see that? I walk into the...
I love that.
I walk into the Luxor. I walk into the Luxor, and it's Terry Bradshaw going like this on a poster, and it says a night of storytelling, comedy, and singing.
Wow. Did you check it? I mean...
No, I had fish shows, and I got COVID, so I was just
and you
being
got
a loser.
That's something I'd go... I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you get a fucking... Dude, excuse me. You get up. You get a fucking huge breakfast going.
Yeah.
Right? You
Pancakes in the Age of Enlightenment.
Woo! Swingers.
Vegas.
Dude. Yes. Dude, get it fucking going, freshen up. Go gamble a little bit. Go do some shopping, get some sweet top-notch tickets. Maybe to the circus or like one of those other
Blue
guys.
Man Group.
Yeah.
David Blaine, something like that.
Yeah. And then put on our fucking finest. Go down like an hour early before the show to do some warm-up gambling.
That's what I was pissed at. That was one of my things I was pissed about the most is that one of the nights of fish I missed was Halloween. Halloween in Vegas.
Oh, man.
Madness.
Dude, did I ever tell you what happened to me in Vegas?
No.
Oh, my God. We could talk
after this.
Yeah.
After this story, we should do the movies.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it quick, but I got...
Was this sober or not sober?
No, this is when I was drinking, and I was doing a lot of cocaine. I bought an 8-ball of cocaine. One night. I was in Las Vegas for one night.
Because of what happened, or you were only planning on staying one night?
We were only planning on staying one night. Maybe two, and everything went down, so we went back. I was staying with buddies in San Diego.
Leaving Vegas early is so legendary.
Yeah. Oh, we left at like 10 a.m. and no one had slept. 11 a.m. was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And I was a real problem because I was overdrafted by like $1,000 in my bank account. Okay. So that's the end of the story. Okay. Now, we'll do this like somewhat in reverse because that's kind of funny. Fast forward to like 3 a.m.
This is like Hangover.
Yeah.
They start with him like lying in a bed like, whoa.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I wrote that movie before it ever came out.
Really?
Yeah. I just have a movie about a guy that loses the best man on his bachelor party. So,
really?
Yeah, I swear to God. I even told my mom, like, this was way back when, as like an idea. I was like, listen to the movie idea, because I'm always throwing them out, Anyway, so.
You should still write it.
Right? Just be like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Because mine was a little like Hangover did it in like the so over the top.
Right.
Mine was a little more like maybe these things actually happened. But Hangover, like honestly, when I saw it, I was like, this is awesome. I was so happy, really. I was like, this is the best I fucking. Oh, I had this idea.
Yeah.
So 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I was roulette, only roulette.
That's all I do too.
Yeah, when you said this, I was like, Miller's my guy. Only roulette. And this guy came down at one point and gave me a Hard Rock VIP pass because I had made so much money at roulette. Like a guy
Oh, you had a hot streak.
Yeah. Oh, listen to this. Guy came down from wherever they fucking hang out and was like stood near the table, you know, and the guy who like does roulette was like pointing at this guy. He was like, look, this guy's like, I don't know, like, not bad, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I was coked out of my mind. So they're probably like, you know, what's going on here? And the guy
all
was
the signs, your hands are jittery. You're on a hot streak. They're like, we need to keep him here because he'll lose all this.
So that's what happened. They were brilliant. So the guy, he's like, sir, you're doing great. Here's your Hard Rock complimentary pass. And I, at the time, right around this time, you know, here or there, you know, I was obviously ended up losing $1,000 in my bank account. But at one point, around 3, 4, something like that, I was up $9,000 at the roulette table.
Get out of here.
I swear to God. I was up $9,000. And I was just cruising. I don't even remember.
What were you doing? Were you doing red, black?
I was doing red,
numbers?
Black. I wouldn't go very much individual numbers. I would go to the 0 to 12, 12 to 24.
Right, the trips.
The trip guy.
I love the trips.
I would do red, black. I was like, I look at the board very specifically, and I know people are like, that doesn't mean anything, and I don't buy it. I'm like, I see a lot of reds, and I'm like, okay, it's time for a black. I go red. Thanks for coming out.
But they would think that, so I'm going back black.
So then I go black.
You keep psyching yourself out. But I know that they're thinking that. They know I'm not a fool.
So this is what I'm doing, and I'm on, you know, I'm on drugs. So I'm like, I also think I'm like king of the world. You know, here's what's funny is like the hesitation was gone, and hesitation's the killer in gambling.
Yes.
So I'm just betting, and this is why I ended up making a lot of money at one point because I put like. Maybe, I don't know if it was like I put like maybe like $500 on the green 0 and hit. And they were like, that's where I made that's where it like popped me.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I think I'm at like $4 or $5 grand. And then I was just betting, you know, and I got all the way up. And now, you know, maybe it was like more like between like 6 and 9. I think it was 9, but like, you know, it was a lot of money. And then
I love the people. I posted like an Instagram story of me at Vegas, and a comic, Zach Berzow, just messaged me. He goes, 36 red. Like, I love guys that have their number on roulette. They don't do black or red. They do one specific number. They throw it all on that number.
Right.
Because I messaged him. I was like, dude, he's like, yeah, I lose all the time, but when I hit, it's going to be legendary. Like,
those guys lose money.
Yes. I mean, everyone loses money.
Yeah, I lost. But you, go ahead. Yeah, you know, though. No, like one number, it's just such shitty odds. Red and black is the best odds in the casino.
Well, the payoff is the same.
Right, because like eventually if they hit.
If you hit, the expected payoff is the same no matter whether you do red or a number.
Really?
It's a 48% odds to get you know, red or black.
Right.
But all you get is 50. So your expected payout is like, if you bet $100, your expected payout's $48.
If you bet red.
If you bet red or black, right? Because if you play 100 times, you'll win 48 out of, so your expected payout's like $48.
Right.
If you bet one number,
right,
you get 36 times, not 2 times, 36 times
Right.
that number.
That number.
Granted, you're only going to make it 1 out of 36 times, but it's the same odds.
Right.
It's a fallacy. It's
See, you're the guy. See, yeah, like you're the guy. This is what I'm talking about. Like this is the stuff I know is right, but like that's not how I play.
When I went to Vegas, I was like, I'm spending a lot of money on this road trip. I'm like, I'm just gonna bet $100.
Right.
I'm gonna put it all. I'm not gonna parse it out, putting it all on red or black immediately, which is the best odds.
I think that's the best bet you can do.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Or a number. It doesn't matter. Whichever one, it's the same. It
right.
just depends on how risky you want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But I called my mom and she's like, did you gamble? I'm like, yeah, I lost $100. She's like, what'd you play? I was like, roulette. She's like, oh, how long did you last? I was like, 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, because she's like, I told her, fun. Right?
Yeah, she's like, oh, why don't you have fun? I was like, no, but that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I really go on feel, and I know the numbers are what they are, but I did get, I mean, I was
yeah, you got a hot streak.
I was coasting. And yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like earlier I started playing at like 1 in the morning.
Are your buddies huddled around you kind of like, oh, Hardy, or are they out doing their own weird stuff?
We went out like hardcore. We put on suits and fucking pre-gamed and went to like the club in the Bellagio.
Yeah, man. Oh.
Got a table, bottles. Miller, we're going up the escalator. It's one of the great moments of my life. I look over my buddy Wiley, Leitz, and there's all mirrors, and we're crisp to the nines, and all it's playing is flashing lights. Bam, 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 the Kanye song.
They know how to get you.
Lights. And we were like, yo, Bellagio. We were.
Dude.
And then we're fucking rip-roaring out of our minds. And then we get a table. And there's, by the way, chicks coming to the table. Okay? Hot chicks. Like, my buddy's like, we got people making out at the table. I'm like, this is renegade. It was a renegade.
I'm telling
night,
you, Vegas, one of the best and worst places in the world.
It was.
It can turn quickly, but it could be legendary.
Yes. And so I lost the guys eventually at the nightclub. You know,
you're
people
like,
going,
I'm feeling a little lucky.
Yeah, let's
get some cash going.
Yep. And then we booked it out of town. They were so pissed because I was so fucked up. You know, in the morning, like I hadn't slept. Like they're like, we got to get out of here. You know, we got to go back to San Diego where we came out for like the one night.
Yeah.
Classic.
Vegas would have been sick because I had these Fish concerts, and then afterward, you know, Nina Tarr.
Yeah,
she's a comedian in New
So
York.
crazy. Yeah, I know Nina.
She DJs.
There?
She was DJing at the Cosmo.
Oh, bro, yeah, would have been killer,
for the 4 nights that I was there.
Wow.
She's like, I'm DJing these nights, and I was like,
you know, yeah, because I know her.
And she messaged me. She's like, you're in Vegas? I'm like, yeah, are you? She's like, yeah, I'm DJing. You got to come out.
No way.
And the Cosmo is a sick club and stuff. Like, I was like, I would have had.
You would have rocked.
It would have been too much. Like.
You would have been rocking out.
I know. It would have been like, it would have been like College Miller.
Yeah,
it would have been College Miller where I'd be like. Going nuts.
Knowing a DJ, dude, come on. That's a lot.
And I also was like, my move would have been like, go up, pay the respects, you know, to me, you know, hey, what's up, you know. But also, you don't want to hang out too much. You don't want to be too clingy. You don't want to cramp the DJ space.
Nope. You gotta, right.
You know?
You gotta dap people
up.
And
then you gotta go flow into the ocean. You kind of go hang out, talk for 3 minutes. And then you go disappear in the madness. Because then they know, they're like, oh, this guy Tobin's a good hang. I don't have to worry about him, you know? He can survive by himself in this scenario.
Yep.
And then they kind of see me bopping up and down on the dance floor over everyone, like.
Yeah. But you do like once in a while, you do like Neens, you're killing, you know?
I don't know about that. I'll do like the head and like looking at the ceiling.
Right. You stay, so you wouldn't go back even one more time.
I might go back one or two other times.
Yeah.
You know? And it should be like, dude, that was a sick song or whatever. And then go blend back in.
Killer set.
Dude, I love that blend of flashing lights into the new Bieber. Oh, that was great. All right.
That's killer. Yeah. That's,
you know.
Right. You got to be.
But I'm a big, at those scenes, clubs, all that, I'm a big, like, I'm going to get pretty drunk.
Yeah.
And just dance by myself like an idiot. I used to back in my day. Like, I probably haven't done something like that in probably 4 years, 5 years.
Solo
dance,
yeah.
To where I go out and get hammered and stay out till 4 a.m., you know?
Right. Oh, yeah, I mean, God.
But like that, I used to just do weird dancing by myself. And like, it was so good weird that like people would come up to me and like dance. Like girls would come up and dance with me because it was so
really
weird.
ripping.
Yeah.
Right. That's a nice move.
Yeah.
I'm like.
I might have one of those nights soon.
Yeah, go for it. I'm one of the guys where, like you said, like I know that, like
you accidentally pause the surf video that we've been having playing, and we, even though we're not watching, you have to click play.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't leave it.
Yeah,
paused.
we can't have a pause.
I'm the kind of guy like you. I know you bring me somewhere and like you got something to do. I'm so out of your hair. You're like, where did he come?
Yes.
Like you could bring, like you season ticket. You bring me courtside. You bring me to an NFL game. You're the athlete. QB. I'm giving you a dap. I'm like, hey, head on. I might not even say good game. I'm just like, yo.
I might see you even tomorrow.
Yeah.
You might not even see me after the.
That's what I'm saying. You know? That's what I'm saying. You just, even if you get like field access. Just a little.
There's no greater attribute in a human
than
to be able to be self-sufficient in these types of scenarios.
That's right. I'm gone.
Wedding, boom.
Out. You can't even, you can't, like, you're literally like, where is this guy? Right? I'm out.
And every time they look over, you're kind of grooving. You're doing something, you know, you're like,
This is your day. You know, what do you need? I'm over here making sure peeps have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm out of your, that's how I roll with that. Because I also like.
It's also killer for comedians too, because comedians, when we do shows, a buddy will come to the show and now all of a sudden they're like.
That's right.
You know, and you're like, give me some space, man. You know, I'm working.
Yeah.
Just leave after the show. I'm working here. I got to talk to Hardy.
Yeah. Just
That's
don't
my
even.
job.
That's how I love that.
What were you going to say? I interrupted you.
No, I like the kind of like, I like that kind of where you're the guy, whoever invited you, they're almost wondering like, does this guy have stuff going on? Like, what's he got going on?
They'll invite you again. They'll invite you a lot more times.
Right.
Because now they're like, I need to hang out with him more. He's got something going on.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was bringing it, but like
he kind of is like big.
Maybe I'm missing out on this event because Hardy's doing something else.
Boom. I'm making friends.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people there I know.
Granted, this is like best case scenario. Like, there are a lot of times where I just have a miserable time and I'm like, why am I fucking here? Like, this is best case scenario. This is like top 1% of events for me.
Yeah, that's right. For me too, actually, now. Because now I just don't even go.
We're creating these scenarios where we're like just killing the scene, making friends, dancing. People are coming up and dancing on me in a club. I'm like seeing the DJ. It's like, it's probably never happened to me in my entire life. Just full-face lying to the audience for the podcast. Everyone's like, dude, these guys are cool.
I can't believe I didn't realize how much we were
just
kind of painting this like really ridiculous picture.
Yeah, just jerking each other off like, dude, we're so cool.
Like, really? Actually, we're probably very awkward people that, like, when we get together, we like to talk about how money we are.
Yeah.
But realistically,
it's like back in the old days we were. Like, not anymore.
Yeah.
Like, but,
and even then, I have like, I have like moments where I'm extroverted, but then I'm also very like, you're like, you know, by myself. So there's many events where, should we do this list now? Or should we save it?
Are you coming over Sunday, even though it's Wednesday? Because now we're in a weird pickle where, like, either we have to go another week and a half without potting, or we
weird pickle.
Right? Like, this is like almost the worst day to pot.
Yeah, we're in a real pickle. Pickle's such a funny thing to be in a pickle.
In a podcast that, like,
it would be best if I did, because Sunday now I'm doing
Pomeroy.
No, bailing with Cal. Like, I'm getting the footage and stuff. Yeah. Not every Sunday, but this Sunday.
Monday, you're good with Mondays, right?
Yeah. Monday.
You want to do Monday?
Yeah.
So Monday we'll do the movie list drag straight in. It's coming, baby.
Should I give them a little teaser?
Maybe give like one or two that are out.
Okay, because
that would be surprises. You know? Or like good movies. You know?
Yeah, because drags.
Yeah, Johnny Drags.
I'm gonna do it this way because it's 5. I also got 6 man. I'm also gonna give you a 6 man when I do it.
Oh, you did 5 movies for each year.
No, I did 5 per the set. I did 2004 to 2009. Okay, 2010 to 2015, 2016 to 2021.
And you did 5 movies for each?
Yep. The 5 best movies in those, because he said in those five those.
He said your favorite movie in the past 5 years for each year. But I think that works.
Oh,
that's actually kind of cooler because then we get different eras.
Yeah, I thought he was saying like take the
and you did top 5 for each.
But I have about 10 in each. And so there are left out.
All right, let me.
So I was going to do some left outs.
Let me caveat. We'll do some left outs, but let's caveat. I think he wants one movie. So I think we talked about
one movie.
So by Monday, out of the 5 that you picked, we'll do the top 5.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to say, and not be like they're all great, but this one, you know, like this is the top movie.
Okay. For this 5-year period.
For this 5-year period.
Okay. Works. All right. That makes it even a little easier. Be quite honest. I'll just give you a little. The 2010 to 15, I could not believe how many fantastic movies.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually
above and beyond the other eras.
Yeah, much beyond.
Really?
Much. The 2016 to now was very easy almost.
How did you go about this? How did you go about like?
You
thought of your favorite movies and figured out what era they
Yeah. So I had a list up of my favorite movies of all time, which I've made.
Right. That was pre-existing.
Yes. Now I've been adding to it, but like I made it recently, almost because of the pod. Actually, there's been a couple times, a couple months, like 6 months ago or something. Maybe. Anyway, favorite movies list. Then I pulled up a list of the Academy Awards, the nominees and who won.
Right.
For all the way back to 2004, so I could see all the nominees every year and who won.
Right.
So I got favorite, I got top level, so I don't like blank on something clear. And then I started scanning, pulling out. I also have my DVDs, which are my favorite. They're absolutely my top movies, right? I got 2 stacks, so I'm scanning.
How many DVDs? You got like 20 or do you have like 50?
I got like probably like 80.
80. Oh,
yeah, I got like 60.
Do you have a DVD 80, player? 50.
I used to. It broke.
Dude, you need to get the menu. The menu is so great where you have like you're like, oh, we got extras on this DVD.
Dude, can I tell you?
You dive into
Los
the extras.
Angeles, they had a DVD player at the Airbnb, the surfing bed, Airbnb, and every night we would toss in a DVD, and we were watching Must Love Dogs all the time. And there were like, you get the menu, we were watching extras, dude. We watched Definitely Maybe. We watched High Fidelity. Only
funny people had some good extras, I think.
Dude,
funny
DVDs.
People had like Adam Sandler
Yes.
prank calls, like
Yes.
extra prank calls from when he was young.
Yup, and it's just better. In my opinion, it's like a record. It's better to sit. It's fun if you have a limited selection. You have to choose.
Yeah.
Then motherfuckers have to sit down. They're like, we're putting the DVD in, right? It's like an event.
Yeah.
It's nice. This yeah. So I got my DVDs too, the 2 stacks. I scan those. Now a lot of those, though, to be quite honest, because when I grew up, I have a heavy influence of the 90s. Like the 90s are actually for me like an enormous decade. I have 80s and 70s, of course, and Stanley Kubrick. I have a box set. He's probably one of my favorite directors of all time. But so a lot of my stuff's in the 90s, but I still do have some 2000s and on. But I would look. A lot of times what happened is I'd find something like Rounders, Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Too early.
Rounders.
I'm like, oh, okay, this is out. So that's how I figured out. Like there was a couple of Jerry Maguire, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies are just out for me. Top Gun, that's 80s. They're gone. So that's how. And then
is Top Gun your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that we were able to what the
fuck, dude?
Wheeled it down, but we'll do it next time.
Yeah. I'll be a good little thing. Look at this guy dancing on that wave, man.
That's you.
See, that's my fantasy is being the dancer.
Dude, we got to get one day when we'll keep upping. If we could get this.
Watch the way this guy paddles. Hold on.
How do we get this so they can see it?
Look at this. I know. Look at this. Look at the way this guy paddles. Watch this. This is also the way this next guy paddles. I might adopt this move if I ever get to surfing.
Yeah.
Watch this. This paddle move.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
where you're kneeling down.
That's actually such a move because I feel like it'd be easier to stand up.
Yeah, look at this guy. Just stands up super. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Look at that. Boom. Come on. Look at this cruise. Look at this guy. When he takes this ride, you can just tell he's got no goal in mind. Right? There's no aim. There's no end game for this guy. This guy is just it's an art.
When I went to Santa Barbara for the Fish concert, I went to the beach before because I got there early.
Yeah.
So I went and sat down on the beach, and there were these guys, and they were dancers. They were long, and I was like, dude.
Alien water dancers.
Of all ages. That's the good thing about the wave dancer. You can still do it when you're 80. You can go up and dance when you're 80.
Yeah.
You're not doing 360s when you're 80.
No, you're
But you can do a little salsa dance on the board.
That's right. A little 2-step.
Yeah.
That's impressive on a board. Yeah, dude. Come on. And you know what it is? There's such a love for life in the dancing, the water dancers.
Man.
Surfing, watching surfing is like my favorite thing. All right, people.